Over the past 6 months, border guards recorded about 12,000 attempts to cross the Polish-Belarusian border illegally. This compares with about 16,000 such cases in all of 2022.
Cudzoziemcy mają
Foreigners are
zaufanie
told
w
exactly how
sprawie
to
jakby,
behave. They have certain
zawodu,
patterns
swoją
of behavior. They
pewne
have been
wzory
recently
zachowań,
trying to cross the border
starają
in
się
large groups of 20 to
postawić
30
wtedy
people.
granice
After
dużymi
crossing the border
grupami
line, they split into smaller groups of 2 to 3 people
30-osobowymi.
and
Po
try to flee into
przekroczeniu
the
linii
forests, but
granicy
in different
dzielą się
directions
na
so that
mniejsze
their
lub
capture is
dłuższe
difficult.
grupy i próbują uciekać oczywiście do lasów, ale w różnych kierunkach.
Illegal immigrants are also trying to enter the European Union through Italy, Greece, and Spain. Madrid expects 1 in 4 Spanish residents to be from abroad by 2037. Migration policy is on the agenda of proposals for the European Council summit, which begins tomorrow.
Będziemy się starali
We will try
przekonać
to convince
te
those
kraje, które
countries that
jeszcze
still
mają
have
co do
doubts
tego
about it,
wątpliwości, że
that
tak
this
po
simply
prostu można
cannot be
robić.
done. In
To
addition
jest
to all these
poza tymi
objections,
wszystkimi
this also
zastrzeżeniami
contradicts
też
two treaty
sprzeczne z
provisions.
2 przepisami
First, it is the Council
traktatowymi.
that sets
Po
directional
pierwsze,
issues in
to
EU
Rada ustala
legislation,
kierunkowe
and that
kwestie
is the asylum
prawodawstwa
program, which was
unijnym, a takim
adopted
jest
at the
program
Council of the
w
European
sprawie
Union.
azylu, czyli
So we
to,
will
co
be
zostało
disputing that a
przyjęte na Radzie
decision should
Unii
be made at the
Europejskiej, czyli będziemy
European
kwestionowali,
Council.
że to powinno być na Radzie Europejskiej podjęta decyzja.
In early June, EU interior ministers agreed to a migration pact. Poland and Hungary voted against it. Under the adopted regulation, EU countries would accept some asylum seekers or pay a fine of 20,000 euros for each migrant not accepted.
Na razie propozycja, która
This is
będzie
for now a
analizowana
proposal that will still be analyzed and considered by the European Parliament. In my opinion, the necessary changes need to be made because the European Union does not have an adequate tool to respond to the challenges of the 21st century. That is the attempt of thousands of illegal migrants to the European Union.
XXI wieku.
Poland has consistently presented a position against this type of solution as a solution that exceeds competence, a non-treaty action.
Przekraczające kompetencje, pozatraktatowe działanie.
The European Commission gave assurances that the principle of solidarity applicable to migration policy is to operate to the exclusion of countries that remain under migration pressure.
Proszę zwrócić uwagę, że to jest swoista.
Please note that this is a kind of trap, because after all, it is said that we can apply for exemption from forced delocalization because we have taken in war refugees. But by entering into a regulation that breaks the rules set at the Council summit, we are de facto legalizing an illegal procedure, and such a trap is certainly not what we will opt for.
Zdecydujemy.
On the forced relocation of migrants, a referendum will be held in Poland later this year. We will know the exact date in 2 to 3 weeks. I think that such a referendum will have a limited impact on Brussels' decisions. However, we have no stronger trump card than precisely the will of the public expressed in a referendum. According to experts, since the culmination of the migrant crisis in 2015, the European Union has been trying to gradually increase its competence in migration policy. This is Germany's policy to relocate migrants, because Germany has made trouble for itself. Now they are putting it into all kinds of fine words and beautiful ideas of helping some countries by basing it on justice. We know how it is with this justice. That is just a scam.
Sprawiedliwości. My wiemy, jak z tą sprawiedliwością jest, że to jest tylko ściema.
In 2021, more than 23 million people living in the European Union came from outside the European Union. Their number increased dramatically after the Russian assault on Ukraine. More than 13 million Ukrainians have crossed the Polish border to date, of whom nearly 4 million still enjoy temporary protection status in EU countries.